There are a ton of games we love to play on Roblox. However, some of these games are super creepy and even track you. Today, we will look at these games and find out the truth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay safe. The first game we will talk about is 𝗀𝗏. This game starts off by asking you simple questions. But slowly, these questions become very disturbing. Let's watch this video explaining this game.
Explaining a creepy game on Roblox.
Part 3. 𝗀𝗏.
This Roblox game is simply a questionnaire where you answer questions with only two choices, yes or no. However, the questions become increasingly creepy and disturbing as you progress. For example, you might be asked, "Are you alone? Have you ever wondered when you will die? Are you scared if the lights go out?" And so on. If you continue answering the questions, you might eventually see a message on the computer that says, "Open the folder on your desk." Opening it allegedly reveals your address.
Holy Mr. Beast, Clouds, this is actually disturbing. If any creepy person online finds my address, I am moving to Mexico.
Others who played 𝗀𝗏 have confirmed that you might receive a 1001 error code. I can't confirm this because the 1001 error code was officially removed in 2013.
I would be so creeped out if it asked me all those questions, especially if it was 3:00 a.m. or something. I heard from some of my friends that this game actually steals your information and sells it. If this is true, I recommend all of you to stay as far as possible from this game. The next game we will talk about is
Cloudxlaven.
𝗀𝗏 seems like a very innocent game, but it has a scary dark past. Recently, hackers have been doing bad stuff in this game that may leak your information. This should help explain.
Let's talk about
the 𝗀𝗏 glitch.
So 𝗀𝗏 just got hacked recently, and strange things have been happening. The anonymous hackers send disturbing pictures to players unexpectedly. It is said that if you click on one of the photos, you will receive a jump scare. People may think it is edited, but it isn't. This happened to a lot of players. In one of the pictures, there is a hidden username known as 𝗊𝐶7. If you search it up, there is actually a result. 𝗊𝐶7 could possibly be the script name as well, or this player could be associated with the hack.
Well, this actually sounds pretty scary. I would hate to be in game if this happens, because I really hate jump scares. Not only this, but I heard this glitch also can hack your Roblox account. Our friend also made a video on this, so let's watch it.
𝗀𝗏 glitch. In 2023, a creepy glitch started happening in 𝗀𝗏, scaring a lot of players. It was like a disturbing image would appear on players' screens, but it kept changing, waiting for you to click on it. Clicking on it would trigger a jump scare and kick you out of the game. Here is a video. Many believe a hacker was responsible for this glitch. This glitch quickly went viral on TikTok, becoming a topic for 𝗀𝗏 players. Although the glitch still works, you can't trigger it yourself. It only happens if a hacker is in your server.
Holy flippers, Clouds. I looked on the dark web for the hacker. Apparently his name is 𝗊𝐶17. However, this hacker was never banned and still plays Roblox to this day. So if you ever run into this dangerous hacker, run as fast as you can and turn off your device. The next game we will talk about is 𝗀𝗏𝗯𝗀𝗏. Every single person watching this video has played this before, as it is the biggest game in the world. However, this game actually has extremely dark stories within it. Let's watch this video that talks about it.
This is the dark truth about Roblox. Grow a garden. So one day, there was this farmer named Sterling, and he was a very popular farmer because he had the biggest gardens in his entire city. But one time, his son showed him this video game, which is known as Roblox. So the farmer Sterling started playing Roblox, and then something absolutely crazy happened. But before I continue, subscribe and like, or else this monster will be in your room at night. But while he was playing Roblox, he actually got sucked inside the computer and he became a part of Roblox, meaning that he was now a Roblox character and was stuck inside Roblox forever. But then Sterling had a very good idea. He decided to make a Roblox game for people to play. And that Roblox game is now known as 𝗀𝗏. Now currently, 𝗀𝗏 averages 1 million players every single day, and it is the most popular Roblox game ever.
What the la boo boo? This story sounded super silly. Clouds, I did some real digging on the dark web again and found out that 𝗀𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃 actually has bots in their game. These bots were sent to spy on you and can also do more bad stuff. This short will tell us the real truth.
I am exposing 𝗀𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃 for pumping millions of bots into their game. I know a lot of you probably don't believe me right now, but I have undeniable evidence. As you can see, if we sort the servers by ascending, you will see these same two default avatars. But now if we attempt to join this server, it'll put us in a crazy queue of up to 100 plus people. They do this to keep the bots undetected in cycle servers. But not only that, if we scroll through the server list, you'll see entire servers filled with these AI characters that all have the same exact two outfits. What do you guys think of this problem?
Clouds, I think this is a really bad problem. Not only are these bots ruining the game and taking space away from real people, I also believe that they are watching each one of us that play the game and are taking information about us. Because of this, I recommend all of you to be safe when playing game and make sure there are no bots in your server. This next game is called 𝗀𝗃 Family Tower. This game is very similar to games like Push Tower and Slap Tower, where your goal is to get to the top of the tower. However, this game is really disturbing because if you don't complete the obby, something extremely scary happens. Watch until the end to find out.
Explaining a creepy game on Roblox. Part 1.
𝗀𝗃 Family Tower.
Many have asked for an explanation for the 𝗀𝗃 Family Tower, and here it is. The 𝗀𝗃 Family Tower is a parkour obby game on Roblox, which is, I'm playing it right now. Despite being a parkour obby game, some people have said that the 𝗀𝗃 Family Tower is considered a creepy game because of a specific jump scare. It's been mentioned that if you touch the red suit, you'll experience a jump scare. Here's me touching the red suit. In 3, 2. It's not overly terrifying, it simply involves a jump scare that doesn't do anything to your device. I think this game has a backstory, I don't know.
Oh my goodness, you all. She said that the jump scare wasn't scary. But girl, I just jumped out of my bed. It is also 3:00 AM when I am making this video, so I am just extra scared. Now, I looked all over the internet and found more videos of this game, so let's watch this. Yeah, this is really disturbing. I don't think I will ever play this game. All of you watching should not play this game too. This next game is one of the creepiest Roblox games of all time, so you must stay until the end. Apparently this game is so cursed. It can spawn monsters in real life. Let's watch this video talking about it.
Explaining the creepiest game on Roblox. Part 7.
No players online.
No Players Online is a game where you catch and capture flags. You might be asking, what's wrong with it? Basically, your mission is to capture 3 flags. Things get weirder if you capture each flag, but this is totally different. It's not like some ordinary capture the flag game. First, if you capture the first flag, creepy music will start playing out of nowhere. You'll realize it's a music box. If you capture the second flag, an unknown player will join you, but their name is changing every second. Before taking the last flag, a message will pop up saying look behind you. When you look, a creepy figure will run towards you and then disappear. After you take the last flag, you'll be disconnected. The game is still on. If you want to play it at your own risk.
Okay, that actually sounds terrifying. Like imagine someone telling you to turn around, and there's a whole monster. I would scream. I was able to find footage of this game, so I will play it now. That was much scarier than I thought it would be. Sadly, this was the only footage I could find, as this game has now become lost media. But Clouds, this next game is the scariest game of them. Also, you won't want to miss it. This next game is called Tower of 𝗀𝗃. As innocent as it sounds, it might just be one of the creepiest Roblox games ever.
Let's talk about the game Tower of 𝗀𝗃. This game looks like any other tower game, except it has creepy, hidden lore. There's a members room, with a ladder that blends in. When you climb up, you'll go to this hidden room with disturbing notes. One of the notes warn you about something. If you say 𝗴𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶 isn't real, you get teleported to a creepy game. Let me show you a clip I recorded. And then here's the game. I got teleported to. You get teleported to this entirely red game with a guy saying something in reverse. Here's what he's saying when I unreversed it.
I have your soul now.
This is genuinely so terrifying. I nearly just peed my pants. All I had to figure out if this was real. So I found gameplay of one of the creepy events in this video. Basically, this game is full of really bad stuff. Sadly, it is also still up on Roblox, so you are able to play it, but I really recommend not to, as you may be traumatized from the creepy stuff. In this game, first game we are going to talk about is The Mimic. This was a very popular horror game in 2023. However, I never knew it was based off of a real-life story. This video should explain everything.
Roblox games with
Horrifying backstories.
Alright, let's begin. The Mimic,
basically,
okay?
a long time ago, there was this girl, and
Okay,
her
Wednesday?
ancestors were big puppet lovers. They loved playing with their puppets every day. The
Uh-huh.
ancestors did seem to be a little strange, but she never really cared. One day,
Okay.
it was the girl's birthday, and her ancestors gave her a present. It was
Was it a puppet?
that they made
Ooh.
themselves. It
Okay.
looked exactly like her from the top to the bottom. She didn't realize something though. Her ancestors actually gave her a curse, and her soul came inside the puppet. She
Oh.
got so angry that she 𝗀𝗄𝗃 her parents. And now, she roams the house on her own, taking new people day and night.
Okay, this story sounds like it's all over the place, and a little suspicious. Let's see what our friend Flush thinks. I think it has a creepy history, but not this silly doll story.
As a puppet?
Stay safe.
This is the true story behind the Mimic? This is what actually happened? Yeah, no, that's obviously fake. The true story of the Roblox game The Mimic is actually based off of Japanese folklore. Like, for example, we've got Hyachi. She's actually based off of 𝗵ci shakusama, which is Japanese for 8 feet tall, and is a very popular Japanese legend about a demon ghost who takes children. Yeah, she's so popular, she appears in a lot of different Japanese type games.
What the boba, how is she popular in Japan? Like, girl, that is one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. If I was a little kid and I saw that, I think I could never stop crying.
Then we have this character, 𝗵𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃 from the Mimic. She's actually based off of 𝗴𝗫𝗀, the goddess of music and good fortune. But in the Mimic, she's definitely a lot more terrifying. We also have the character Kuriko from the Mimic, who's based off of the Grudge. And then my favorite Mimic character, we have Megumi. Yeah, she's like this long-necked lady, and she's based off of this Japanese folklore known as the 𝗁𝗂𝗁𝗂𝗃. Yet the legend of this one is that they're generally harmless, but they could be dangerous at night. While their bodies are asleep, their heads stretch out their necks to explore around the area, and they essentially attack people and drain them of their blood.
Oh my goodness, Clouds. This kind of sounds like the Japanese version of a vampire, but the long neck thing kind of creeps me out. I'm not sure if these things are still in Japan today, but if they are, I would recommend to be very careful when sleeping, if you ever visit Japan. The next game we are gonna talk about is Piggy. I'm sure everyone watching this video has played Piggy, as it has been trending on Roblox for over 5 years. This is personally one of my favorite games, so I can't wait to hear its backstory.
And myths. But moving into Piggy now, this one is definitely a lot more sinister.
Roblox games with
Horrifying backstories.
Okay.
Piggy.
There was this guy just walking in the woods casually. He was coming to see his grandma because it's been a long time.
That's
It
nice.
was very dark outside, so it was very hard for the guy to see anything. Then he
Okay.
heard a loud noise, and he looked behind, and it was a pig with a bat.
Oh,
The pig took him to
okay.
their house and trapped him in there. The guy woke up and realized he is stuck. He got
Uh-oh.
up from the bed and looked around the house for some items to try to escape. But then he realized the pig is monitoring the place.
So he's pretty
he
much
has
just
to
explaining
try
the
to
entire
hide from
Piggy
the
game.
pig. He gets all of the things to escape, and he opens the door, but the pig is running right at him. But he
Uh-oh.
successfully went out and ran away as fast as possible. stay safe.
Yeah, he pretty much just retold the whole story of Granny/Piggy. But yeah, the Roblox game Piggy is based off of a couple of things. The characters themselves are actually based off of Peppa Pig characters. We've got the bunny here, who's based off of Rebecca Rabbit, Foxy, who's based off of Freddy Fox, Pandy is Pandora Panda. The only difference is that a lot of the Piggy characters are actually killers.
Okay, you guys, maybe I am a little dumb, but I never thought about how Piggy is based off Peppa Pig. I just don't get why a game would use such innocent characters and make them super creepy. Now every time I watch Peppa Pig late at night, I'm gonna think about how they are killers.
Killers. You can even see in the original Piggy map, there's pictures of Peppa Pig all throughout the game, but crossed out with an X. But as for the playstyle of the game, that's all based off of the popular horror game Granny, the game where you get whacked by this evil grandma and then have to find a way to escape her place. Yeah, both games play very similar, but now this is where it actually gets disturbing. See, the game Granny could possibly be inspired off of an actual real killer known as the Granny Ripper. Yeah, she was a Russian serial killer who was arrested in July 2015 on suspicion of committing 2 murders.
Holy flip-flops, that got dark super duper quick. Because the Piggy killers are also the same ones from Granny. It means that Piggy is based off a real murderer. This means both Piggy and Granny have very dark backstories. That is very disturbing.
2 murders. And so as to how she relates to the Granny game and Piggy, well, after her husband's mysterious disappearance, she began renting out her apartment, where a lot of the people that she let move in mysteriously vanished. Like, there's literally camera footage of this grandma walking down the stairs trying to get rid of the evidence. Like, you don't want to know what's in that pot right there.
Basically clouds. She basically put a whole person in that pot, which is super creepy. I actually did more research on her and found that she was arrested 10 years ago. However, she was recently released and is now free in Russia. So if you go to Russia, please stay far away from this Granny.
Roblox games with
Horrifying backstories. Doors.
Okay.
So there was this couple that needed to go to a hotel to rest. They went into the building and went down the elevator. They then saw that nobody was at the reservation desk. And when they saw that the key to their door was behind the desk, they went to get it. Once they opened the door, they saw a hallway to a different door. The couple
right now he's just explaining the entire game of doors.
Once they kept going through different doors, something was wrong. After that, they tried to call 911. There wasn't any signal. The man heard 𝗴 behind him, and he couldn't find who that was.
Okay.
The monster came out and hurt him, and his wife tried to help, but he kept bleeding. He was gone. Then the wife heard the 𝗴 as well. She was gone after that.
They both died to shriek.
One thing I noticed, you all, is that this bacon hair guy stories always sound so silly. I'm not sure if he's even telling the truth, but luckily our friend Flush will be able to help us.
Nah. So the game Doors actually has a lot of inspirations built into it. It's heavily based off of this other Roblox game called Rooms, in which it plays the exact same way, where you have to go through different doors and hide from certain entities. But both Doors and Rooms are also based off of this game called Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Yeah, it's literally a game where you go through different rooms and there's scary jump scares lying in every corner. And this game starts off really cute and innocent at first, but the further you go down into the game, the creepier the game actually gets.
Wow, Clouds. I actually never knew Doors wasn't an original game. This game that Flush just showed us was also made in 2015. So if the original Doors game is older than you, let me know in the comments.
Games with
Horrifying backstories. Evade.
There was these 2 guys who were ghost hunters. They were called to see if someone's farm had ghosts there. The farmer said he had been hearing some strange noises outside, so he assumed it was ghosts.
Was it ghosts?
When they went to the farm, they saw so many scary faces chasing animals. The 2 guys went in and suddenly one of the faces turned around and chased one of them. The other guy went after him to help, but it was too late. The monster got his friend. The other guy then saw the face chasing towards him. He tried to run as fast as he could. The face got him too. The end. Stay safe.
Okay girlies, what I learned from this Flush video is that we cannot trust a sketchy bacon man. He is too silly Billy and makes up stories. Let's listen to what Flush is gonna say.
This is the true story of Evade, except not really. Evade is a game where you run away from certain scary images. Sometimes they're not even scary, they're just kind of goofy looking.
You're too slow. You're too slow.
But what's the backstory of Evade? How did it come to be? Well, Evade is actually based off of the Garry's Mod game called Nextbot Chase, where it's the same exact thing. You just avoid these loud PNGs chasing after you. Again, some of these PNGs being more scary than others.
Clouds, I actually used to love this game and play it all day.
Nowadays, it's not popular.
But it is still super fun.
Now, the game 𝗃𝗂𝗃 was actually inspired from this other mod in which this poorly drawn version of Sonic called Sonic chases you around. And yeah, it's literally just a PNG. And yeah, that's literally the entire game. It's just you running away from this Sonic character. And this video was made 9 years ago. But this video and this mod itself was the original inspiration for these 𝗃𝗂𝗃 games and even 𝗴𝗿. Like, you are watching history right here. And as for those two guys seen in that YouTube short, those are people from the Mandela Catalog, which is a fictional story about Mandela County, where that place gets invaded by demonic entities. Honestly pretty disturbing, but not actually real.
The ending actually scared me a little bit, but I'm glad to know that myth is fake and not real. There are many friendly apps you can install, but did you know? There are also many dangerous virus apps. Some of these apps are even disguised as regular apps. Today we will be looking at these viruses and exposing their dark truth.
Hi Winter, I hope you're having a great day. See you soon. Winter here is a flower.
The first app we are going to talk about is Evil Subway Surfers. Not only can this app hack you, it is also extremely scary. Let's watch this video of someone using it.
Testing viruses. Day 15. This is a Subway Surfers virus. Let's test. Let's press allow. Then this showed itself. It says the gates of hell beckon the curious.
Okay, the video just started, and things are already getting scary. Not only are they hacking kids, but they are also scaring them. Like, girl, why are they talking about the gates of hell? That's just creepy.
Pasta. Jake. Let's delete. Also, when I opened the app, it was complete silence. Then this happened the second I deleted it. It killed my boot sector, so the VM won't run again.
Winters, this app is very dangerous. So what happened is that the app made the VM delete and crash itself. A VM is another name for phone. So basically, if you delete this app, it will break your device. I believe this happens because the creator of Evil Subway Surfers is trying to hack your device. So to prevent you from deleting the app, they crash your device. They then use this time to take your Roblox account and anything else important on your phone. Even if you are able to delete the virus, I believe that they are still able to watch you and see everything you are doing, so stay safe you all. This next virus may not be too scary to you all, but it is extremely inappropriate and shouldn't be on any app store.
Viruses. Day 27. This is a Chinese virus with a jump scare. Let's press it. This looks pretty innocent so far. Let's translate it. This is what it said. When I translated it, I'm not sure who 𝗀𝗀𝗃 is. Let's click to start playing. Ow, my ears. I had to bury its poop fetish. Also, this popped up just then saying it will hack my number and send my contacts through messages. Okay, guys. Let's delete. Yay, it didn't. Break my VM, bye, guys.
Holy flip-flops, Winters. This is so disgusting. I don't get how anybody could create an app like this, let alone draw something so weird. It's so sad how people turn an innocent game, like 𝗀𝗀𝗃, into weird drawings and stuff. This app is also extremely dangerous. Although it doesn't destroy your device, it still hacks you, and it even sends bad messages and images to people in your contacts. For example, it could send something inappropriate to your mom. If I send anything bad to my mom, I would probably get grounded for life. So never download this app, Winters. It's gross and not worth it at all. If you grew up watching YouTube, you have probably used YouTube Kids before, or maybe you still use it to this day. However, there are many YouTube Kids virus apps to look out for.
The most dangerous Android viruses, part 23.
YouTube Kids.
So this YouTube Kids is a virus version of the original YouTube Kids. When you open the app, it will ask you permission to access photo, media and files. When you click allow, your device will crash and shutting down, and it will change your wallpaper like this. When you open the app, again, it will show you a jump scare that taken in 5 Nights at Freddy to end it make scarier. And Google will warn you like this, your device at risk. The virus will wipe your data, even the microSD data. Stay safe out there.
Well, Winters, This virus app actually does a lot of bad stuff to you. It basically takes control of your whole device, doing bad stuff, such as wiping all your data and hacking you. I would be so mad if my data got wiped, because I have so many good photos with my friends. This virus is so bad that Google themselves gives you a report writing that your device is at risk. Luckily, if you are on any Apple device, you should not have to deal with this virus. I am starting to notice that a lot of these apps happen to be on Android or Samsung, so I feel bad for Android users. However, there are still a lot of apps that can be used on Apple devices, so make sure to watch until the end. This next app is a radio app. Apparently, this app is used for things such as listening to songs, but it has a super dark secret.
Let's discuss some viruses. The Blue Radio app. I've seen many people on TikTok indicating that this Blue Radio app is a tracking app, and it's gaining popularity. A few users have reported that it is filled with malware viruses. However, it has not been officially confirmed, and other users claim that the app is not real, and its existence has not been confirmed either. Many people are sharing facts that could save your life videos suggesting that the app is a tracking tool that can see your private personal information, and advising viewers to take action. They said if you have the app, delete it immediately.
This app is pretty scary like the other apps. But what makes this app different is that it steals your personal information. This means that it is able to see things, such as your name and address, which is super disturbing. I was able to find footage of someone testing the app, so let's watch this.
Hello guys, sorry for not posting, but my old phone got a virus that I couldn't delete, so this is my new one.
Okay, Winters. I don't get why this person would download more viruses after getting a virus on their old phone. Like, girl, you are gonna end up with 1,000 phones if you keep on downloading these apps.
And today I'll be testing this Blue Radio app since y'all asked for it. Okay, so I'm in. It says Blue Radio. I guess I'll press the button. It's loading. I had to censor it because it showed my IP address. Let's exit the app. Oh, okay. So my phone is all blue. Now I guess it only has my IP, so I guess it isn't that bad, but I can't delete the app.
Winters, you most definitely do not want to download this app, as your IP address is very important. With an IP address, people are able to hack you and also know your exact location, which is super disturbing. I can't believe that this TikToker got another virus on their brand new phone, though, and now they have to get another one. That is so crazy to me. Everyone watching this has probably used Spotify for music before, but did you know there was an evil version of Spotify? Let's take a look at this.
Viruses. Day 25. This virus is called Evil Spotify. Let's press it. Suddenly this demon cult image popped up. It's in Russian. Let's translate. Let's try to listen. Then this popped up. It changed my wallpaper to it as well. It's also playing this creepy music. I could not reopen the app. Then the VM completely freezed. I could do nothing on the screen. I also could not delete the app. All I can do is delete the VM rip.
Okay, this was probably the creepiest virus to me. Like, all the satanic stuff really creeps me out. This is probably one of the worst hacks as well, because it got so bad the person had to delete their phone, meaning this virus destroys everything. First app we will talk about is Charlie the State. As innocent as this app sounds, it is actually very creepy. I actually remember playing this app when I was younger. However, it became lost media in 2016. And it was impossible to find footage of the game. This video should explain everything.
Let's talk about Charlie the State. Charlie the State was created in 2014. The company of the game that created Charlie the State was 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗃, and the game inspiration was from the Talking Tom. The game was removed in 2015 because it was violence on this game. And some people says that maybe the game will gonna come back.
I really hope this game doesn't come back, as this game is super violent and creepy. And since it was made by the people that made Talking Tom, I believe it could be watching you as well.
And the game is considered lost media Hear it how it looks like.
What the 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗯𝗶𝗶? I don't know if I should be laughing or crying. This is so disturbing, but also very funny at the same time. And Cloud's things get even worse. So keep on watching.
Hey.
This game is bad to me now, because it seems evil to do all these things to the poor state. So even if this lost media app is recovered, I don't recommend you play it. The next app we are gonna talk about is actually a lost virus app called 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗃, and this app is extremely scary. I was able to find footage of someone playing this app, so let's see what happens.
Testing viruses, Day 2. It popped up with, this Arabic button, let's press it. This actually scared me.
Holy flip-flops, that actually made me jump. I have never seen this lost media app before, so this is pretty creepy to me. It is also supposed to be a virus, so let's see if anything happens to their phone.
It's still playing the 𝗀cie𝗂𝗍𝗶 delete it.
It seems like nothing bad happened to this person's phone, but since they already downloaded this evil virus, they are probably being watched, so I do not recommend playing this app, even if it's hard to find. This next app is known as 𝗴𝗿 3D doll, and this app was very popular back in 2017. This actually used to be one of my favorite apps, so I am sad it is lost media. Now this video should explain everything.
Let's talk about
𝗴𝗿 the 3D doll.
𝗴𝗿 the 3D doll is a lost game in the App Store, also called Lost Media. Lost media means like when you play a game, then you try to search for that game. Few years later, it will be gone from the App Store, and to this day, this game is still popular. But some people don't download this game because they don't know about it yet. So in this game, you can dress 𝗴𝗿 up, make her dance, go outside and more. But then the game got deleted, because there was this scary glitch. You can search it if you don't believe me. But if you don't know the scary glitch yet, I'll explain. Basically, if you put 𝗴𝗿 into bed and go out of the app, and go to the picture, game or something, 𝗴𝗿 will get out of her bed and look at you sadly or angrily. Proof. That's all I know for now anyways.
Clouds, this glitch sounds extremely scary. However, this glitch isn't the only reason this app became lost media. Apparently there was a thing in the app called SDKs. These things were used for storing information and tracking stuff. However, something was wrong with them, and the app became to track players, and even knew their personal information. This violated the rules of the App Store, and they were forced to delete everything about the game and take it off the store. There are still some ways to play it, but you have to go to a creepy website to play it. Kind of like the one we looked at earlier. I did some digging on the dark web, and was able to find footage of the creepy glitch. I never noticed this when I play the game. It seems like whenever you close the app, the doll is still secretly watch you do other stuff. This makes me worrying. If this game saw me playing with my stuffed animals, or worse. Either way, I highly recommend you don't go looking for this game, as I do not want you all to get viruses. This next app is known as Scissors app, and it was a popular app in Japan. However, it became lost media without any given reason. Luckily, I was able to find footage of the game, and it is super disturbing. So let's watch this, Clouds.
Testing viruses, Day 24. TDA, I'm trying a Japanese virus. Let's press no, she's pretty, scary. Then suddenly, this screenplay, and it said what kind of answer is that? Let's go back and press it. Yes, says something in Japanese. I'm not sure what it says. Let's go home and try and delete it. Surprise! Surprise, it bricked my VM. This virus was like a creepy.
It looks like this version of the Lost Media app seems very disturbing. It seems like the creator of this virus app knew people were looking for this lost media, so they decided to make a virus version that hacks your phone. I wish we were able to find footage of the original game, but this was the only video I could find. The next app we are going to talk about is 𝘂𝗂. I used to watch 𝘂𝗂 all the time when I was little, but I never knew he had his own app. What is strange about this app is that I was not able to find the release date or any info about this app, but I was able to find videos of it.
Hi, I'm Caillou. Let's explore some fun places together. We can collect a postcard for each Caillou search and count. The swimming pool. I love splashing around the pool and learning how to swim. Put all the puzzle pieces into place and you'll see which new objects we need to look for.
This game looks pretty fun, especially if I was younger. I want to find more info clouds, but there is nothing on the internet. So this game must be very hidden and lost. Talking Orange is a game based off the YouTube channel Annoying Orange. I remember watching their videos all the time when I was little, as they were super funny. As innocent as this app sounds, this is the most creepy part of the video. So make sure to watch until the end.
I hope that this lost media is never discovered. This is Annoying Talking Orange, and it was a very creepy game back in 2011 that is now completely lost. This game is based off of the Annoying Orange that we all know and love, but it's kind of twisted. Here's some gameplay.
This app is an entertainment app that will let you record funny sounds and...
You look fruity.
Yeah, you do too.
The game just started, and it is already looking so crazy. As Annoying Orange is, I love his videos. However, I don't think I would have played his games as a kid.
That gameplay is by crazymikeapps.com and it was posted 13 years ago. And even though it is kind of unsettling, that is not the most creepy part. Because at one point when you're playing, the game will ask to access your location. And once you allow it, it'll show this screen right here. Annoying Talking Orange is on its way. And so a lot of people think this game is some type of virus, and that's why it was taken down.
It turns out that this app is also evil too, which shocks me. I do not get why so many lost media apps have to be so evil. Luckily, I was able to find more footage of the game. That is even creepier, so let's watch this.
For those of you unaware, the Annoying Talking Orange app was a game designed around 2012 in which you're responsible for taking care of a talking orange, either by feeding it or playing minigames together. However, if you aren't able to take care of your orange, things would take a dark turn. Opening the app after more than a week of inactivity would prompt you with a message, "Your talking orange is dead." After this, the app would begin acting strangely, doing things like asking permission to view contacts on your phone or gain access to your files. If you hit accept on any of these various permissions, Annoying Talking Orange would begin to infect your device. This could lead to things like your contacts getting deleted, or even your saved photos being taken by the app.
That actually sounds so horrifying, because you could be gone for a week on vacation, and if your orange dies, your info will be given out to everyone. I highly recommend you don't go looking for this game, because it is not worth the risk of getting hacked. First app we will talk about is the 𝗴𝗿liche app. This innocent looking app is actually based off the TV show, which is very popular. However, this calling app is extremely disturbing. It is lost media, but I was able to find footage of it.
Hi kids, I'm your new friend. Happy, slappy, whatever you want me to be called. You see, I want to play with you, kiddo. Maybe we could perform some fun games together. What's this, hogwash? You look afraid. Is it this knife in my whirly-turly hands? Making you a little nervous, huh? That's alright, cause this knife is gonna improve your look when it's sticking right out of you.
Okay, this is actually so scary. Like, I don't get how anyone could make such a disturbing app, especially for kids. Apparently, you can still download this app off of creepy websites, but I don't recommend to do that, as you might get viruses. The next app we will talk about is Zoob. This app started off as super innocent, but it eventually got super dark and said some very inappropriate things.
Let's talk about Zoob. Zoob is a voice messaging app which allow you to record it at 30 seconds voice messaging with 3D animals, celebrity, and more. Also, it got popular and has lots of visitors of PPL, and the most well-known is 𝗁𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃 the bunny meme. She makes the Zoob bunny to say cuss word, like the F word and more. When everyone saw it, it got really popular, and it got more visitors. Everything is going good, until, on early April 1.2017 it got shut down. No one knows why. Maybe it might be the 𝗁𝗂𝗯𝗃 Zoob bunny, and here is a video. Zoob, bunny cussing of minions, tampon.
Clouds, this video is pretty crazy and interesting, so I hope you all are ready.
Is this a joke? Minion tampons? Minion tampons? Because yeah, you're having your period. You're bleeding against your will. So why not just shove a I mean, what's next? Minion dildos? Why would anyone want to shove a minion into their I swear to God, this
Bye guys.
As you all could probably tell, this cute bunny thing curses a bunch and talks about bad stuff. I think that this app was shut down because people were making the bunny say bad stuff, and the creators of the app didn't want to get in trouble, so they completely deleted the app. The game was also getting old and stopped working, so that could be why it was shut down. There are still some versions of the app out there, but most of those are virus apps, so please don't download them. The next app we will talk about is 𝗀𝗂𝗋 the virus. You may have heard of 𝗀𝗂𝗋 the steak before, but this is like the virus version of that. It looks innocent until you notice that 𝗀𝗂𝗋 the virus has a creepier smile than the regular app. Let's watch this person download the virus help.
Testing viruses, day 21. This is a 𝗀𝗂𝗋, the steak virus. It looks quite different to the original app. Let's click it. Let's press allow. Creepy, a 𝗀𝗂𝗋 image. Also, it's screaming so loud. My wallpaper has changed to another distorted image of 𝗀𝗂𝗋. The second I went to move the app, it instantly bricked my device rip.
As soon as that loud sound played, I jumped out of my seat. This is probably one of the most creepiest apps we have looked at on this channel. Sadly, this app broke this TikToker's phone, so I feel very bad for them. Clouds, please don't download this, as your location will be tracked, and even more bad stuff. Some of you all might have watched my video on the Blue Radio app, however, found even more info on the scary app. Recently, someone on TikTok downloaded this app and recording their experience, and it is super shocking.
I don't know if I want to click on it again. It's scary, but this shit's so scary. I can't click anything, man. No way. Oh no, what's my data? No, not my data. No, I can't stop it.
Okay, the audio in the back is actually so disturbing. I do not know why. The girl would purposely download a virus on her real phone. I feel bad since she got hacked. The Blue Radio app is supposed to be a regular radio app where you can listen to the news and stuff. It is so messed up that they use this app to hack innocent kids. Clouds, please stay as far away from this app as you can. Cookie Run is a very popular app that I am sure a lot of you all play. I have not played it, but I think the goal of this game is to create a nice kingdom. However, while looking for apps, I found very disturbing footage of this app, so let's watch it.
Testing malware part 51. This time Cookie Run a copy I found in Happy Mod.
I had to lower up to the sound because it was too loud, and it still is for some reason. Guys, do not get things you see in apps like this. I couldn't really do much. I was trying to move my phone or remove the tabs, but my phone was really slow and I couldn't do anything. In real life, I couldn't lower the sound. At the end, it terminated my phone. My phone was so hot, I felt like it was gonna explode. BLS never get things like this.
That was genuinely very disturbing. I think I might have nightmares tonight. It seems like this is a fake cookie run app, made by hackers to do bad things to you. This means the real cookie run app is still safe. However, I would be very careful to not download the wrong app. That way nothing bad happens. The next app we will talk about is Evil Five Nights at Freddy's. Most of you all have heard of normal Five Nights at Freddy's, however, this one is even scarier than that, and much more sinister. It is hard to find footage of this game, but I found one video, so let's watch this.
Testing malware, part 59. This time, Fred Bear game. Everything genuinely happened so fast. I already knew this one wasn't gonna be a normal one, because the icon, but the first moments, looked normal. Until I got the call. Until the call was Hanabi answered, I got this Lamondo photo. These creepy images. My wallpaper changed, and also my phone was being so slow. Another thing is that the apps I had got deleted. I was trying to check out my apps, but it didn't let me. Everything happened so fast.
That was so horrifying because the game looks so real. I did not expect the jump scare or the game to be evil. I think I would have accidentally downloaded this app because of how real it looked. If any of you clouds happen to be fans of FNAF, I recommend not downloading this. I was able to find more footage of another Freddy app, so let's watch this. What the flippers, I just jumped out of my seat again. If you all could not tell, normal Freddy games do not look like this, as this game is too disturbing than the regular ones. I recommend being extra careful when looking for these games. This last game we will talk about is the scariest game of them all. This game is known as Angry Neighbor. This game is like a dark version of Hello Neighbor. Make sure you stick until the end to find out the truth.
Most dangerous mobile games. So a lot of people know the game. Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game where you play as a curious character, sneaking into your neighbors to uncover what secrets he's hiding in his basement. You can kinda compare Hello Neighbor with Angry Neighbor, but Angry Neighbor is a ripoff. The game appeared in the Play Store on February 14th, 2017. Angry Neighbor is only available on Android. There's no good reason why you should download it. Here's why. The virus took place somewhere in version 2.3 and 3.2. It got taken off the Play Store due to the game being pirated. And for the people who don't know what pirated is, when a game is pirated, it means someone has made and shared an illegal copy of the game. In this case, this game was indeed a copy of Hello Neighbor. Well, that's all. Stay safe, everyone.
So the reason this game shut down was because people were making fake versions of it. That means that these fake games are still out there. So if you clouds want to play the game, you can, but I do not recommend it. There are many fun shows we love to watch. However, a lot of these shows actually have dark past behind them. Today we will be exposing their dark truths. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay safe. The first show we will talk about is the Teletubbies. I am sure many of you have probably seen this show before. I used to be a big fan. However, this show is not innocent at all. Some people have even lost their lives from it. This video will explain everything.
Dark history behind the Teletubbies? The famous kids' TV series. The Teletubbies isn't as innocent as it seems. There is a theory that the show was inspired by horrific events that happened in a Bulgarian mental facility dubbed 𝗴𝗄𝗯𝗀, which experimented on psychotic children, locking them in dark rooms where they later lost their lives.
Oh my goodness. This sounds so horrible. This means that all of the Teletubbies could maybe be ghosts.
The Teletubby 𝗂𝗄𝗯𝗀 was based on a child who had a facial disfigurement, making her smile all the time. Tinky Winky was based on a deaf child who was tied to a fence outside and suffered severe frostbite. 𝗴𝗵cie was based on a malnourished child that was constantly sick and ended up lying in its own vomit for days. And 𝗿 allegedly was based on one that fell into a fire. That's not all. The reason the Teletubbies have TVs in their bellies was due to the fact that these 4 children ingested the smaller television sets when they heard that 𝗂𝗏𝗏 was going to take away their televisions as a part of the experiment.
I can't imagine eating a whole television. That sounds so scary. And I don't know why they had to take away their TV. That is just so sad. To prove how scary the show is, Clouds, I will show you the intro of it.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play. Tinky Winky, Winky Winky, 𝗶𝗵cie, you're all la la ho. Teletubbies, Teletubbies,
Yeah, stopped watching this show as a kid because I started to have nightmares. I recommend all of you to not watch this show, as you might have nightmares too. The next show we will talk about is Evil Mickey Mouse. This is an episode a part of the Mickey Mouse show that was actually lost media for a while, but it was recently found. This episode gets very creepy, so make sure to watch until the end.
Let's talk about the Lost Mickey Mouse episode. So in this episode, it starts off with an old black and white cartoon of Mickey Mouse. He's just walking down a street, and at first, everything looks normal. There's no music, just the sound of his footsteps. But as the video keeps going, things slowly start to change. The background behind Mickey starts to look weird, like the buildings are warping or melting. Mickey himself also changes. His usual smile disappears, and his eyes start to look really empty or dark. As he keeps walking, strange sounds start playing. At first, it's just static, but then it turns into really unsettling noises, like distorted music or even what sounds like faint screaming.
Clouds, this sounds pretty horrifying. When you think of Mickey Mouse, usually Disney World comes to mind, not something creepy. I was able to find footage of this episode, so let's watch it. Holy flippers, that actually scared me. A lot more than I thought it would. After watching this, I don't think I can watch Mickey Mouse anymore. And Clouds, the shows get even more disturbing. So make sure to watch until the end. The next show we will talk about is Happy Tree Friends. I am sure a lot of you have seen this show before and thought it was for kids. However, that is the complete opposite, as this is the darkest show I have ever watched. Make sure to stick until the end to find out the truth.
Alright, let's just hope that this one, none of them die. I mean, they don't look like they're gonna survive, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, my guy got a poop. Oh my god. Oh my god, how did that even happen? Yo. Oh my. Yo. Your pickle is killing everyone. Pause. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, don't pull it. Oh. Oh my. Yo. Oh no.
I had to cut it short because the show started getting too disturbing. But Clouds, this is just so creepy. I do not get why the creators of the show would make it look like a kids show if it has all this dark stuff in it. It is like they wanted to traumatize children. My advice is that you don't watch this show until you are much older. All of you watching might remember when I talked about the 𝗂𝗃 app. Well, I found out that the 𝗂𝗃 show was also extremely creepy. There are some lost episodes out there that are very dark. Let's watch some of them.
My feet at the table. Do you think I left them in my sandals?
That's me!
Now I'm going to wash my hands. One day, 𝗂𝗃 just couldn't sit still.
Good news, 𝗂𝗃. I just spoke with Juvenile Detention Center. You are so much.
Holy labubu, that was actually horrifying. And Clouds, as scary as this looks. The second episode is even creepier. Let's watch together.
Look, I'm like...
This is the most creepy episode I have ever seen from any of the shows we have watched. I wonder if this is real or not, because it just seems too creepy. Either a fan made this Clouds, or someone evil that works for 𝗂𝗃 decided to upload this, which is messed up. I think you all are safe to watch the show. Just be very careful about which episode you are watching. The next show we will talk about is Tom and Jerry. I am sure everyone has seen this show, as it is the most popular show ever. However, this has the darkest backstory ever. Our friend will explain it for us.
The lost episode of Tom and Jerry. Tom Basement. So we all know the cartoon Tom and Jerry, where you can see a cat and a mouse. The cat named Tom liked to chase the mouse named Jerry. Even though Tom liked to chase Jerry, they were still friends. But once, there was one episode where Tom cut the Jerry head with a knife. Here's how it looked like. It may be too creepy and disturbing for those people who watches this, and the episode was deleted from the TV shows. Stay safe and follow for more.
You all, I really think this episode is real. This is because Tom and Jerry came out over 80 years ago, and back in the day, they used to put really bad stuff in TV shows. So I recommend not to watch old Tom and Jerry, as it is really bad for kids. Thomas the Tank Engine is a show everyone watching this video is familiar with. This show actually used to be my favorite whenever I was a baby. However, I never knew the show had a dark past until now. Let's watch this creepy episode.
What is that?
Tank engine. Wow, madness.
Bro. Oh, okay. It's just a train with some fabric on it. All right. So what are the police about to do with the Tommy? What? Why you pull him over? A truck driver hauling a train. Okay. Why are you walking like that? You drunk? Oh, they wanted a picture. Random. He not far back enough. He not getting all that. Hey! Oh my God, he's looking. What? Oh my God!
As you can see, that per officer got eaten for no reason by Thomas. The other police officer then got run over by a car, which is super sad. For some reason, this looks like real life and not a cartoon. So if you come across Thomas in real life, the best thing to do is just run away. The final show we will talk about is Peppa Pig. I think we all love this show. However, there are some creepy banned episodes. So let's watch one.
The Peppa Pig Lost episode. When searching for a Peppa Pig DVD at a DVD store, they didn't find anything. They found one. It was dusty, and there was a label that says Peppa Pig do not use. They bought the DVD and went home. Put the disc in, and a weird Nick Jr. logo came on. Then the screen went black for a minute. Then a title card with the words Peppa Pig in blood red. The episode was called Why? The house was on fire. Then a camera panned into the living room. George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig all looked frightened. Then a brick from the ceiling hit George's neck and drew blood. Then it cuts outside. The house crumbles down, but it's still on fire. Then it cuts to a hill with Peppa. She looked sad. Then it went to static for a couple of seconds. Then she reappeared on screen. Her dress was gray. Her eyes was missing. She was covered in blood and was crying. The crying looked like it was photoshopped on Microsoft Paint. Then Peppa aggressively shouted, "Why?
Why did you not watch another episode of me? Thanks to you, my family is dead. Can't you see that I'm suffering? Well, someday, you'll regret it."
Then Peppa ran into the burning building.
So it looks like this creepy episode is more like Lost Media. So, you all should still be safe to watch normal Peppa Pig.